friendship is OBE. I thought there might be a little bit of hope with Latoria, but that is good as gone too. Ro was giving Chloe nothing but space and opportunity. What you want to do? What's up, y'all, and welcome back to This With The News. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to watch my videos. If you are new here, please like, comment, and share this video and join the family. Thank you. Now, before we get started, y'all, we hit 1K. Make some noise, make some noise. Make some noise, make some noise. We hit 1,000 subscribers. And guess what? I couldn't do it without y'all, so I am forever thankful, okay? Now my new goal is 1,500 by the end of the year. I think I can get there. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Exactly. I knew y'all was with me. I knew y'all was with me. Thank y'all so much though, for real, for fucking with me. Like, I really do appreciate it. I've been doing YouTube for quite some time, and usually I ghost my YouTube, no shade, after Love Island, but I'm not doing that no more. Clearly y'all can see I'm still here. I'm still in the motherfucking house, okay? Thank you. So, in honor of me hitting 1,000 subscribers, I will be going live on Friday. I wanted to do it on Saturday, but I will be busy this weekend, so I'm not able to. I might be able to do another live on Sunday. You know, maybe we could just talk about pre-reunion, okay? Pre-Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. Now, currently I have not posted my recap for Real Housewives of Atlanta, but that will be up tomorrow. The live on Friday will be about the reunion looks and, you know, just catching up on things, and y'all know, ask me whatever questions y'all want to ask me. Whoever can join. It most likely will be in the morning, unfortunately, okay? And when I say morning, I am on PST time, so it'll probably be like 10 a.m. for me. Maybe 11 a.m. for me, so whatever time that is. That's a little later if you in CST, EST. So you got a little breathing room, okay? Now let's get into the recap. Today we will be recapping Hard and Hustle Houston season 2 episode 10. The ladies, listen, Ro was ready to two-piece Chloe. On God, I swear, I promise you, she was ready to two-piece her ass. She got up in our face and said, "What? And what? Make me move. And if I don't get out your face, then what?" I said, ooh, that's the look of a woman who's fed up, okay? I ain't mad at her, honestly. I ain't mad at her. So the episode starts off with Latoria meeting up with Ashley and Menorah to go over this girls trip that they was planning pre-bullshit, okay? Now they still want to do the girls trip, even though there's a whole bunch of mess going on in the group. All because of Chloe. I wouldn't say all because of Chloe, but majority, okay? They start to talk about the night that Latoria had her seizure, and Ashley says she just remembered Latoria falling back and thinking like, we have to call 911. Latoria says that she haven't got her results back, but she know that stress does things to her. Like, that's a major issue for her, and she feel like, when is this circle of friends, this circle of girls, is going to become a safe space? Good question. So Menorah says even game night was a mess. You feel me? It's like every time they get together, it's a mess. And in her confessional, she says that she has never seen Chloe act this way, so she don't know what's going on, but this is different for Chloe. Latoria tells them that her, Ro, and Chloe all went to go meet with Miss Sylvia, and even then, Chloe was very, you feel me, closed-minded to the bullshit, okay? Chloe has a way of trying to defend herself, and in doing that, she diminished her friends' feelings. She has it very, very bad. She needs to figure out what the fuck that is. Maybe you just need to back up off the defense, okay? But just stop being so damn defensive, honestly. That's really what it comes down to. Latoria says it is not her business to tell them about Chloe no longer taking her medication. I agree. And if she wants to disclose that information to them, then that's on her. She said, once again, this is another secret she is holding for Chloe. I ain't gonna lie, Latoria, you strong, my sister. You are strong, because she is being a wonderful friend to Chloe. A wonderful friend. But she did say, like, later on in the episode that she wanted this type of grace when she was going through her shit, and she wasn't giving it. So she's trying to extend that grace to Chloe. Do Chloe deserve it, though? So they decide that they will be doing a trip, and Latoria said the way to get Ro there is to tell her we have hookah. Okay. Ashley says, you know what? I will work on Labrina and you work on Chloe. Boom. Cool.
We're going to call it the No Rah Rah weekend.
Okay.
For Ro, we're going to let her know we got hookah. You work on Chloe, I work on Labrina.
All right, girl, we gonna pray. Fix it in every
Jesus.
way, okay?
Amen.
Now, next we get Chloe and Latoya meeting up for dinner. You know, once again, giving Chloe another chance. Now, Latoya has been carrying around a notebook, and I seen her post on Instagram that since the seizure she has dealt with memory loss, and so she has a notebook so she can write down things. Chloe tells her, like, you know, I called you, and she was like, oh, did you? She's like, yeah, like around 1:40. She was like, oh, you're blocked, and then laugh it off because she said, no, you're not blocked. I just really was busy. She asked her how she's been. Chloe says she is planning a wedding, not hers, of course. She don't know about it yet. For a client, and then she says that she will be taking her girls somewhere for spring break. So Latoya says, speaking of trips, we are planning a girls trip. Chloe says, since when? Nigga, since now, okay? Since now, right here, right now. She said, well, it's kind of been in the works, but you know, Manura has kind of put something together. And Chloe says, Manura, girl, what we gonna be doing? Shooting content? Like, that trip gonna be boring as hell. Now, I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I am not too mad at this statement because it gives reality television, okay? She is being, this is like fun shade. It's okay to throw fun shade. The only problem is it's coming from Chloe. And it's not fun shade from her because she having all these issues with these girls. And she really be meaning what she's saying, okay? She really think that trip gonna be boring as hell. But it is funny that she says though, because I don't know, it's just funny from a reality TV standpoint. But I can get why the girls would be irritated because it's like, girl, you ain't got no room. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Okay. So Latoya tells her the trip is to Round Top, Texas, I believe. And now, what is up with all these local ass trips? Okay, no shade, no motherfucking shade. But y'all are rich women. Okay, y'all have the money. Okay, y'all some hustling ass women, so y'all can definitely take a trip somewhere else. Why is all the trips always local? Let's get the fuck going for real. And that's no shade, okay? Now Latoya tells her, like, listen, I just want to have a good time. I don't know, I don't really have too many expectations for this trip, but you know, I hope it's a good time. In her confessional, she says she does miss Chloe, but she just want her to get on her meds again so it can kind of like level her out. If we're going with the whole mess thing as the reason why Chloe is tripping, maybe it is, but also, I don't know, I feel like this has been her since we seen her. Of course, I don't know her like they know her, so, but she always been a little shady. She always been a little, you know, she likes to throw shade, okay? No shade, literally, no shade, but she do like to talk shit. Like, that's always been her from what we seen on the show. So Latoya says, you know, I've been hurt by you. And the thing is, you cannot tell the person who hurt a person cannot tell a person how long they are able to be hurt. You feel me? True. 100% true. And I feel like that's the problem with Chloe. She want them to like expedite their feelings. Like, you feel me? Speed up the process of what they feeling. And you feel me? Maybe that could happen if you actually took some type of accountability. But you're not taking any accountability. It's like they're wrong and you're not. It's like every time they try to explain to you, you know what, we're gonna get into it because I can go on a tangent about the shit that Chloe been doing, okay? Chloe says she is at a point to where she don't know. She's, first off, she's apologetic again, but she says she's at a point where she don't know what to do, you know? Latoya said it's to a point where she don't even know if she can cry around her anymore because she don't know if she's gonna get called weak for it. Chloe then says, you don't know how many nights I stayed up crying because I miss my friends. This is what I mean by the defense, babe. She is telling you how she feel. Once again, you're on the defense. You know why you staying up crying? Because you miss your friends? Because you haven't really truly apologized to your friends, sister. The math ain't mathing. The sense ain't sissing. Chloe, get it the fuck. Get it the fuck, okay? Chloe tells Latoya that Ro blocked her on Instagram, and she like, come on, y'all, what do y'all want me to do? Like, I'll take y'all, whatever, we can do whatever y'all want. I'll take y'all on a trip. And she said a trip? She was like, yeah, wherever y'all want. Like a real trip. She was throwing shade because once again, they are very local with every trip they go on. I kind of fell on that one. Now, Ro is the first one to arrive to I thought it was a Airbnb, like a ranch style Airbnb. It's actually a hotel, but it's a really nice hotel. I really like the vibe of it. So Ro was the first one to arrive. Ashley came next, and then Chloe. Ro says, you know, when she got the call about the trip, she actually was excited to come because she don't really have much expectation. She just want to drink, throw fits, and have a good time. And I'm with you. So Chloe comes to sit down, and once again, she has this fucking wig on. I'm sorry, I am not trying to be mean, but she looked so pretty at the dinner with Latoya. She didn't have the wig. She had her short haircut. This wig and this fucking headband. No shade, and it's giving wig. Like, it's literally giving wig, okay? Like, take the fucking wig off, bruh. Just take the wig off, please. Just please take it off. Now she sits down and she said, y'all got your athletic wear on? And I'm in here in boots. Bro says, oh, I did buy me some boots for Labrina's party. I see what you did. I see what you did there, bro. I did see that, okay? And she's like, oh, she having a party? I didn't get invited. I guess Labrina is having a party that Friday for her husband, Will. By this time, all the ladies show up except for Labrina. Manera is basically thanking the ladies for coming. She said that she worked really hard on this trip. Ro and Latoya are also like thanking her and showing their appreciation. Like, yeah, you know, because you was texting last night real late in the group chat. And once again, Chloe is throwing shade, throwing digs, doing what she does best. Oh, y'all got a group chat? Oh yeah, because you know I'm not in it. Once again, I don't know if Chloe's just doing reality TV and the rest of the girls ain't on that right now with her because they're not cool with her. But it's giving, she don't know how to read the room. And it's hard for me to believe at her big age, she don't know how to read the room. So I'm guessing she's playing a reality TV game. That's the only thing I could come up with at this moment. So by this time, Labrina does show up. Manera goes to show everybody their room. Ashley and Labrina are looking at one room, and Ashley tells Labrina that Chloe did mention not getting the invites to the party on Friday, and Labrina says good. In Labrina's confessional, she says that Chloe is basically the reason for all the mess and the drama in the friend group. I think that's a reach coming from you. You know, like it's that thing where it's like right message, wrong messenger. You're the wrong person to say that, because I'm sorry, but Labrina, you are also messy. The only thing is, you know when to stop. You know when to take accountability. You know when to reel it back in. You know when to like smooth things over. But you have also been very messy, and you also have been very rude, okay, and very nasty. That shit with Elena was nasty. Nasty work, okay? She had to get emotional and start to literally like kind of fake cry for you, not fake cry, but like, you know, a little emotional for you to be like, okay, I can apologize now. You should have walked into that motherfucker with an apology. So wrong person to say that she is the reason for all the mess and the drama in the group, please. Now Manera is showing Ro, Chloe, and Latoya some rooms. I don't know who room it was, but Chloe says, you know what, you actually did good planning this trip. I was a little worried. Shade number, what is this, 3, 4, 5, 6? I don't know. Rose says in her confessional that Chloe does this thing where she like jokes in the name of being friends. The example she used was like, she'll be like, oh, you look big in that dress, and they say like, oh, I'm just waiting, you don't look big. Like shit like that, and you feel me? And Ro feel like she really do be meaning that shit, and she be just trying to say it's a joke, but it's some truth in those jokes with her. So Chloe says, you know, because you don't drink, so basically hinting that that's why it would be boring. So Manera says, so you think that it was gonna be boring, or I wasn't gonna plan the trip right because I don't really drink? Right, side eye, bombastic side eye, because like make it make sense. But Chloe like, no, it's just like, you know you on bullshit. That's exactly what it was. Now back in the room with Ashley and Labrina, they are saying that, you know, at first everybody was on one side, and then there was another time where everybody was on this side, but the one person that stayed in the middle was Chloe. So basically saying like she is stirring up the pot, but she is trying to stay in good with everybody. Once again, right message, wrong messenger, okay? It's hard for me to take that in coming from Labrina. I'm sorry. No shade. It just really is. And that's not saying I don't believe it, because it's very much true. But it's like, you know, it's that thing where it's like, you can't even talk. Like, you can't talk. You be on bullshit too. It's just not your time anymore. She just know how to manipulate the group a little different than Chloe. Chloe has this defense up. Chloe has this thing where she wants to be right all the time. Chloe has this thing where it's like, oh, y'all got me fucked up. Y'all are actually in the wrong. And for me, Labrina has this thing where she's like, okay, I can see this shit getting a little messy. Motherfuckers is not fucking with me. Let me chill out and see how we can fix this. And then find somebody else to turn it on. Because that's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. Especially with the whole, hate to bring it up, because y'all know I don't like this shit just as much as y'all don't. But the Precious gay shit, the fact that she was trying to say Chloe said it, when really she said it too. And then Chloe was admitting that it was not said in a nice way, But Labrina was trying to say it was in a nice way. That's what I'm saying. They like two sides of the same coin, okay? Or different sides of the same coin. Whatever the saying is, that's them. She's head, she's heels, boo. They both got it. They just do it a different way. And unfortunately, when you do take accountability and you switch up how you do shit, you are forgiven. But that's the name of the game. That's how you get people to forgive you. You have to take accountability and you have to not do that same shit again. The thing is with Chloe, she don't give a fuck. Like, she really don't give a fuck. And they keep saying that Chloe don't give a fuck. And she really don't. And that's really what's the problem. She don't give a fuck. And because she don't give a fuck, she ain't got no friends. So it is what it is. It literally is what it is. So Monera, Chloe, and Ro go back to the bar. You know, Ro say, you know what? I'm on vacation. It's time to get, you feel me, drunk. Let's drink or whatever. I think Chloe was the one who asked if Elena was coming. Ro said, now why would she come? Monera says in her confessional that Elena is not coming. You know, she's dealing with the things that she's dealing with. And she kind of just want to take some time for herself. Now, I listen, I give grace for that and I understand that. But I hope she come back next year and she's willing to tell her story and show us like life post-divorce or separation, whatever is going on with her and her husband. But low-key, I think she ain't coming back at all. But I mean, hey, to each his own. I wish her nothing but the best, but I did really like enjoy Elena. So hopefully she changed her mind or whatever. Now, Monera asked Chloe, you good? You okay? And Chloe like, yeah, why? Like, why you asking me that? Hella irritated already. You can already tell she finna go left. She was like, cause you know, you just like a little, something seemed a little off. Like, it seemed like you keep, every time somebody say something, you got something to say too. And she like, what? Like what? Give me an example.
She said every time somebody say something, I'm coming back with something. What? Like what? What have I said?
Chloe, you do digging people.
What have I dug at today?
You done dug a few times, but you don't think that it's digging. You think you just having casual
Give me an
conversation.
example. Give me something that you have proof of.
Okay.
Chloe said, you know what, y'all just sensitive. Monera said, oh, no. Wait now. Wait. She said, y'all are sensitive. Like, what? Please, I'm good. Like, are y'all good? Bro. No? Why? You know I don't fuck with you like that. Ro, please, sister. Please. Okay, by this time I can tell Ro a little tipsy. She already don't give a fuck. Like, she already don't fuck with this girl. So her tolerance and her patience is already up to here with her. Add a little liquor onto that. It's like, I really don't give a fuck now. I've been trying to keep it in and bottle it in. Now I'm about to let it out. And that's exactly what the fuck she did. So Ro was like, you know what? Everything is a dig. Like, you keep fucking digging. Every time. You've been digging since you got here. Chloe says, give me an example. She said, okay, in a room. You literally say you didn't know how this trip was gonna go because she planned it. She said, that was a joke.
When you saw Monera in the room, you said, well, I don't know about you doing a trip. That was a dig.
It was a joke.
But to you, it's a
Chloe,
joke.
I've been since y'all met
To you, it's a joke, but to her, it might be a dig.
So y'all should have said something in the beginning so I know how to
It's
react.
2 minutes later. What are you talking about?
No, it wasn't, Chloe. It wasn't a joke, okay? Because at the dinner table when you was talking to Latoria, you said, what we gonna be doing? Shooting content? Oh, this trip gonna be boring as hell. It's not a joke. You really feel that way. You really feel that way. That's your problem. Do you forget that these girls gonna see this show eventually? Like, y'all gonna actually see this shit live? It wasn't a joke. Now, do I think Chloe be joking sometimes? Absolutely. But I don't know. I'm kind of a Ro. None of that shit really be seeming like a joke. All of it be seeming a little true. Like, she feel like that, but she laugh it off because she feel like, oh, they gonna take it some type of way. You know, she is that friend with like the dark humor, except you are in hot shit with these girls. Okay, you are in hot shit with these ladies. They ain't fucking with you. You can't do that with people who ain't fucking with you right now. And that's just real shit, okay? That's real shit. Now, do I feel like they need to nitpick everything she do? Absolutely not. But once again, when you irritate with a motherfucker, everything they do irritates you. So it's just like, it's no winning for losing with them at all. Like, it's just, every time they get together, unless Chloe keep it real cute, it's gonna be some shit said. Because Chloe don't know how to, okay? She don't know how to keep her internal thoughts internal. She let them bitches slide every which way. It's sometimes you gotta just shut the fuck up, okay? No shade. Chloe says, you know what, I feel like I can't be myself around this group, you know. I feel like, why y'all ain't been telling me this from the beginning when we was friends? Why y'all ain't been said this? Rose said, you know, everything ain't a dig. We ain't saying that everything is a dig. Chloe then says, you know, I've been in education for 20-something years. And when we call a parent and tell them that their kid is doing something, we don't just point out one thing. We have a whole list of things. And y'all just telling me one thing. You know what? I'm done. I'm finna go home. Rose said, get your ass up then and leave. Go home then. Rose pulls her chair, okay? Pulls her chair. I said, oh shit, it's about to go the fuck down. It's about to go down, okay? Chloe then says, I ain't scared of you. She said, I don't want you to be scared of me. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Why you looking at me like that? Literally kind of got in her face like, what you gonna do? Y'all, it was going to fuck down. I said, oh shit. Yeah, this friendship is done. Completely over with. It's no coming back. Okay, done. I'm not gonna lie, Ro is usually the person, so far, what we've seen on the show, somebody who can keep her anger pretty much, or how she's feeling pretty much contained. Yeah, she has raised her voice a few times, but I don't know. If somebody raising their voice doesn't mean like, oh, they're an angry person, or they, I don't take it as that. You feel me? People talk loud. You feel me? That's how people get their point across. That's okay with me. But I feel like she has shown restraint a few different times with Chloe and with the girls in this group as a whole. So when I seen this, I said, oh yeah, she's fed up. She's fed up. This is what happens when you've been showing so much restraint. Now it's building and it's building, it's building, it's building. It's like boom, okay? Oh, you want me to come out for real? I've been, mind y'all, last episode, she literally got up and walked away from Chloe to calm down. Chloe was still throwing jabs. Chloe was still saying shit not under her breath, but still saying shit, making jokes as if shit was funny. Today ain't shit funny. Now what you gotta say? I ain't mad at her. I'm sorry, I am not mad. If I got up and walked away, I got up and walked away too many times, actually. Now I'm in your face. You want this? This is what you've been asking for. What's up? What's up? So at this point, Chloe tells Ro to get out her face. Rose gets a smidge closer and says, what you gonna do if I don't get out your face? What you gonna do if I don't get out your face? Minerva tries to grab her arm. She said, excuse me. On go, okay? On go. I'm telling you, okay? She's not with the bullshit no more. She not, and honestly, I'm not mad at her for that. Ro gives her a little in her face, like, you know black girls when we do the all in her face with it and walks off. At this point, Chloe turns her wrath onto Minerva. They start getting to it. She calls Minerva a bitch and starts to walk out to leave. She said, you ain't gotta worry about me, I'm leaving anyway. Minerva said, you want somebody to chase up after you and whatever your ass, girl, bye. All the shit. It was a heated little moment at the bar. In my head, I'm like, damn, they only been here a few hours. This trip is going to be a shit show. Now, everybody is in a room, in Ro's room, talking, you feel me? At this point, Ashley and Labrina are also there. When they were walking, I'm assuming back to the bar, they heard all of the commotion. So I'm sure they seen Ro leave out. They go back to her room and Ro says to Latoya, am I tripping or is she on some weird shit? Latoya says, no, she do keep like, you know, joking and jabbing or whatever. Honestly, it's a lot going on, okay? When Minerva comes in, she said, yeah, we just cussed each other out. And they was like, what? She was like, yeah, she called me a bitch. They all in shock. It is what it is. We get Chloe in her room. She is calling Jordan. She is telling Jordan, like, everybody just, you feel me, keep nitpicking, saying, not nitpicking. She said, everybody keeps saying that, you know, I'm digging and jabbing and doing all of this. And I don't know. I'm just tired of feeling like this. I'm tired of shit. I really can't do this shit anymore. Jordan, I ain't gonna lie. Jordan be clocking her shit. Because he said, you know what? You be saying things that you don't have to say. Sometimes just hold the shit in. Okay? It's things you be saying that you don't need to say. He always clocking her shit. Because it's true. You don't have to tell every intrusive thought. That's why they're intrusive. Bitch, keep them there. She let everything slip out. Like, worry about me. Shut up. So Jordan asks if he's coming to get her. She said, yeah, I'm gonna send you the love. Latoya comes in her room to check on her, and Chloe once again is crying. She said, what like, can you tell me what I am doing? Like, I'm just being myself. Latoya says, yeah, but in being yourself, you can be offensive, okay? You can offend people. Honestly, she like, you just need to take accountability for what you have done. And while she is telling her these things and trying to tell her what she is doing, Chloe keeps cutting her off. And she said, like, even this, I just told you to stop cutting me off, and now you keep cutting me off every time I'm trying to explain what you're doing. I don't know if the girl drunk. I don't know what's going on at this point. She said, listen, the thing about me calling Minerva boring and the trip's gonna be boring because she is boring. Like, you've never heard nobody say that Minerva's a good time. You never heard nobody say that they have fun with Minerva. Or she just be joking around. Minerva is boring. Even if she is, so fucking what? Like literally so what? Now, Ro and Monera are back at the bar. It looks like they're drinking coffee. They're probably trying to, well not Monera, but Ro probably is trying to get a little sober, okay? Because my girl look at the little lids. But I mean, you on vacation, you're supposed to get lit on vacation, no shade. I don't think that's why she went off. I don't think that's why. So, Monera is saying that, you know, she is low-key embarrassed because she put all this shit together, and yes, she used to be able to turn up and give that same energy, but not right now. She just want peace. You feel me? That's not her anymore. Y'all know she's zen. She's zen, okay? It's very much giving lavender, and I'm not mad at that, okay? I'm not mad at her. I don't think Monera is boring. I think she's just real chill. I don't know. Rose says even at the therapy session with Miss Sylvia that Chloe was also on bullshit there, and basically she was blaming on not taking her meds. She did drop that bomb about the meds to Monera, but in that scene it didn't seem like she caught on. I don't know, she didn't really react to that, so whatever. But yeah, they wrap it up. They said they're gonna go back to their rooms and get ready for dinner. Now Jordan pulls up and Latoya goes outside to meet him, and basically she is talking to him and telling him that she thinks Chloe should stay, and she wants Chloe to stay because Chloe needs to face the music. Like, you feel me? Running away is just running away. She's always running away. She needs to face everything that's going on, and I do agree, but I also think that she has to come in with a different mindset. Did she do that? I'm not sure. Basically in the end, Jordan agrees that she needs to stay and, you know, face the shit because it's easy for her to run away as well. They go back into her room, and, you know, Jordan tells her, I think you should stay. I think you should stay and, you know, talk and figure it out. The words he used was, she needs to face the music. That's what he said to her. So the ladies are at the table. They're drinking their tea. Latoya walks up. She says she wants some tea. And she says, you know, Chloe will be coming in shortly, you know, telling everybody that she did decide to stay. They're like, okay, cool. Now Chloe is walking up. And while she is walking up and when she sits down, Latoya did greet her. She said, oh, hey, Chloe. Even though they was just in the room together. And Latoya is talking about her seizure and how, you know, how it's been going and how she felt and all the things, you feel me? And all the ladies seems to be very much in tune and listening to everything she got to say. Chloe in her confessional says, you know what, Liberta, we get it. You had a seizure, but you got back up. Let it go. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, when I watched this, my mouth was open for so long because I was like, no, the fuck she did not. No, she did not just say that. That's not funny, but why? What the I was appalled. I was stunned. I was shocked. I was shocked. You're shocked? I was shocked. Because why would you say that about your friend? Also, once again, letting them intrusive thoughts win. She let them bitches take over every single time. I get it. You probably heard about it too many times for yourself, but this is still her story. Let her talk about it. This is still something that changed her life. Regardless of if it's better, if it's not, like, come on now, that's some rude ass shit to say. Chloe says in confessional that she dealt with a person all her life who has seizures, so it's like normal to her, but that don't mean it's normal to Latoya. Like, bitch, have some type of coof, a little grace, because what? That was nasty work, okay? Especially for somebody you call your friend. That was crazy. A motherfucker who was actually going behind your back, planning your engagement with your nigga. Yeah, nuh-uh. That's nasty. Nasty as fuck. So Latoya is basically saying, like, you know, talking about how she felt attacked during the season or whatever. Chloe then says, well, now I'm the one being attacked. Giddy up. Everybody is thrown off, completely thrown off. They're like, why did you have to, like, what was the point of that? You feel me? She was like, what? I'm just saying, now I'm the one being attacked. I'm telling my friend that, you know, I'm the one being attacked. Maybe she can give me pointers on how to ride the wave of this or whatever. Honestly, Latoya is fed up and she has shown restraint a long time, so I'm not mad at her for being fed up with Chloe. They kind of start going, having a back and forth or whatever. Chloe is once again not letting them speak and telling her, and not letting them tell her like what she is doing and not taking accountability for it. Like, oh my gosh, at this point it's getting insufferable because they're saying the same thing over and over and over and over, and it's like talking to a child, bro. Like, it's talking to a fucking adolescent. Okay, this is how teenagers act when they're going through that preteen fucking rebellious era. That's what the fuck is giving. Like, sis, sit the fuck back, shut the fuck up, drink your wine with that red lipstick, just shit down. Rose says she been doing this shit for 3 weeks, Latoya. Like, don't even feed into it. She do not care. Chloe says, so you saying I don't care? She said, girl, you don't care about nobody but yourself. And y'all know Chloe, okay. The fuck was the point of that? Like, really, what was the fucking point, okay? Latoya's fucking heated. She walks off. Ashley and Manura get up to talk to her, to calm her down, because they say they don't want nothing to happen to her. They like, you gotta worry about your health. You cannot get riled up. We do not want you to pass out again. They are trying to keep her calm, cool, collected. Chloe is sitting down at the table very nonchalant, and it's just like, girl. Honestly, that was the end of the episode pretty much. It looks like Chloe will be leaving the trip next episode. I mean, are we surprised? Are we shocked? We're not shocked. You're shocked? I'm not shocked. It might work out for the best, okay? Chloe clearly is not gonna have a good time on that trip. They clearly don't want her there after everything that has happened. The dinner would have been the time to get shit right, but clearly that's not gonna happen. So yeah, that's what happened. That is the end of the episode. If you made it to the end of this episode, please drop a purple heart below. We made it to 1K subscribers. I am going live on Friday. Remember. Thank y'all for fucking with me. Like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.